Hi, I just wanted to make a few comments on the ongoing discussion on the nature of syncretism, this very difficult and complex concept that you are grappling with now. Um, First of all, we have reached a point in the course where we've crossed the Atlantic and we are looking at the three European tribes that settle in North America, the Spanish Catholics, the French Catholics, and the English Protestants. Each of the three will have a slightly different impact on Native peoples. But what we're really looking at in Units 7 and 8 and in this discussion is this arrival of Europeans from the point of view of the Native peoples, of the indigenous peoples of North America, rather than the other way around. The last part of the course we're looking at the European cultures in North America, but now we're looking at how these Native peoples acted. I use the term agency, which means to what degree do they exercise any kind of freedom of choice in how they react to being overwhelmed by Europeans. They are overwhelmed by the Spanish in terms of direct military conquest. The French and the English, it's kind of a mix of military action, but in the early years, mostly a growing population gradually overwhelms the Native peoples. But we're looking at how the Native peoples handle this from their point of view. To what degree do they accept Christianity and, along with it, European culture? To what degree do they integrate their traditional beliefs and Christianity into some sort of mix? It's not a 50-50 mix. It could be 10% Christianity and 90% Native, or it could be 60-40, 40-60. That's for you to decide to what degree. And often it'll depend on which Native group you're looking at. Because remember, we're dealing with First Nations here in the plural. Hundreds of different nations. And if you take a look at the culture map that I have on the Prezi, you'll see there are probably, I don't know, a dozen or maybe 8 or 10 culture areas that could have been, if you divided up North America into European-style nations, could have been separate countries based on ethnicity. So you have to keep that in mind too. But this is what I really want you to look at. What were the Native peoples doing? How were they reacting? What were their strategies, if any, for survival of their particular cultures? Because they did, as we see today, survive to a degree, mostly shattered, but there is still a difference there. These are the beginnings of it. Okay, that's all I wanted to say for now to help you on your way as you keep going in this discussion.